How's it going, people? Welcome back to Inquirer Mobility. I'm your host, Artie Lopez, and this is your special feature. Happy Hump Day. Well, I got a question for you. What if your passion for cars is a lot more expensive than your pay grade will allow? Well, my answer is you scale it down. And I know one guy who's been doing it for the past 18 years, and he's amassed quite a few scaled models, like 2,000 of them. Well, I think you're going to find this interesting, so check this out. I have a very special guest, good old friend of mine from way back. This is Mr. Vic Peña, diecast model collector extraordinaire. How you doing, senor?
It's been here every day for the last 2 months.
Ever since ba na nagkakilala tayo, you've been collecting diecast cars, or was it way before that pa?
I started 2003, 2004, somewhere there. When I think that's the boom of the yung mga toy industry also. So
Yeah.
they started with the brand name like Jada or Muscle Machine.
I remember that.
And,
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, now we goes to Auto Art, Kyosho.
Yeah.
Mga time nila,
Auto
mga
Art has
ganun.
been like, yeah. Pero nung time na yun, Auto Art was like the premium diecast brand, at least here in the Philippines, no?
Yeah, at
So,
least in the Philippines.
Without further ado, I'm gonna start with this first image, and we're gonna scroll through a lot of the most important models that you have. And I know that you have a lot more than you're showing tonight, but let's start with this one. I want to show everybody what a collector's abode looks like. This is Vic Peña's cabinets. These are not all the cabinets, I think, but these are filled with the most fantastic models. All right, so I think I can cheat, I can see the, but I know this is the Ferrari FXX.
Give it a shot.
but not in this iteration. Kasi syempre hindi yung original na FXX. Diba they were like exclusively manufactured by Ferrari during the time of the Enzo Ferrari, right? Tama ba yun? So the drivers can actually, the owners of the Enzo Ferraris the Ferrari Enzos can actually enroll and become drivers on the track and be able to understand the power of the kind of car that they bought. So it's so exclusive, diba? But this one is, ano tong iteration na ito? Why does it look like that?
It's not a production car, for sure. It's not a production car, but it's a parang reminiscing yung mga race car, like fantasy car. I don't know if it's really real.
I see.
A race car,
right. Like a track car, no?
Track car, yeah, or GT car, something like that.
Yeah, my
but
goodness.
I haven't really seen one real one on the track.
Yeah, the nice thing about diecast cars is parang wala talagang limitation. There are no conventions. You can go as wild as you want. In fact, we can touch on the subject of modification, because I know some of your models you even had modified, have had modified as well. So let's move on to the next one. A lot of people are Porsche fans. I'm a Porsche fan, but I must admit that I sometimes get really confused as to what models they are. Because ang lakas ng DNA ng Porsche in terms of the aesthetics, diba? You know right away when you see those two bug lights as the headlamps, and that's a Porsche, unmistakably.
It's called the Singer Porsche, and this is the DLS edition. It's a guy who developed like a parang AMG or parang,
right.
They started developing their own. Their own look, kits.
Right.
I just got this one.
What do you call that finish again? Parang like a metallic wrap, diba? Normally you see that on, parang like
they call it
foil
chrome. Yeah, matte
okay.
chrome. Yeah,
matte chrome. Okay, so this is a Diablo, right?
Yes, Diablo.
A Lamborghini Diablo, but with a modified body.
It's made. The real car is made designed by Liberty Walk. They have the kit made by Kato, the Japanese guy who invented. Maybe he started all this Liberty Walk thing. So really nice. They have a lot of nice cars.
Yeah. And then most of your models are in 1/18 scale, ba? Tama ba?
I had a mixed scale. I started from 118, but I went down to 143, the small ones, because the small ones are more variety to choose from actually. Mas marami siyang klaseng cars than the big ones. Kasi yung mga malalaki, medyo mas mahirap gawin. And,
more space consuming also, di ba?
Yes. Pero yung detail ng 43, the 143 scale is the smaller one, about size of our palm.
Yeah.
Something like that. And those are very detailed as well.
Yeah.
Yung portion na kita mo kanina is 143 scale actually.
Wow, that's incredible. Galing.
And this one is 118. Yeah, this is 118 scale.
Mas nakakabilib nga kasi how they are actually, able to put in all that kind of detail in such a small scale. Yeah, I have a 143 scale Tuna, a JGTC car. Tapos may kita mo talaga talas ng mga livery, yung antennas. Crazy.
That's the fun thing about collecting them is, it's the information you have in there. Parang ang dami rin right? What do you call it? So I have to give you some info about this car. This is a very important car of mine. Model of mine. This model was built by a Japanese guy. Versus model happened to pass away few years back because of tsunami. He got drowned from tsunami. I think it's very sad. His family goes with it, like kasama yung family niya. So this model, I had two of this. These are created very, very limited, as in like maybe 2 or 3 pieces per each color. Yeah. So and I know a foreigner. I know one foreigner because of multimedia. Alam mo naman ngayon mga multimedia is talagang global na di ba? So they happen to track me down and knew that I have 2 of these. I don't know how they did it. They know somehow that's probably a guy who's fanatic with versus model. And he offered to buy from me before, but I didn't sell because, I bought it for actually about $500 at that time, back then, 2005. I didn't sell it. He offered about $1,000, I didn't sell. So, but last year, I have a Taiwanese guy who messaged me also. He knew, I don't know how he got it also, but he knew I had 2 of them. And he wanted to buy it, so he offered $5,500 for it. So I said, okay, I have 2 pieces, so I don't mind. I can keep one, para mabawi ko rin yung mga ko, di ba?
Wow, that's like amazing. Yeah. So this one, actually two of the. Kasi ako, alam mo, I'm not a very serious car collector at all. Kasi nga parang, unang-una, I don't think I'll have space and I'm scared to be sucked into it kasi hindi ako makakatigil. But if I were to put together a collection, I would start with the most important classics for me. Ganun naman yun, di ba? First, you try to fulfill yourself, di ba? So
fulfillment
here,
is the most important thing.
Yeah, the Ford GT and then the GT40, right?
Yes. I bought this like 5 years ago, probably 5-6 years ago. The brand is Exoto. It's one of the best brand in the market right now. The detail is superb. And the price is very fair. The price is really fair.
Really? What is fair roughly for something like this?
Put it this way. The models you saw a while ago, the chrome Lambo. You saw the chrome Lambo, right? That goes for about $1,000 each.
Wow.
Like that. And these models, I got them for like $450 each. $400.
Wow. And these are 118s?
Fair. Yeah, 118s also. Compared to the quality, and these are die cast. Kanina kasi those are resins. Resins are not. They don't open the doors, the window. I mean the hoods or engine compartment. These are more detailed. They open and they're more realistically done.
Right. So you can appreciate the engine and all that. And this one is an RX-7, is that right?
That's an RX-7, and it's a tuned version of RX-7. Actually, it's a production
Yeah,
series.
I can tell with the wheels.
Yeah. IG, in short for ignition model,
Ah,
made it, and one of the finest model right now. Also, with they're the medium range entry, medium range entry, But the quality is, it's really acceptable, really nice, really nice.
right now we have this is a Lamborghini Diablo, and this is the color I like for the Diablo actually. What do you call this kind of color?
Parang golden orange.
Oh,
I
parang
really
papaya.
Oranco, they call it Oranco, something like that, Oranco or
Ah, this one, the FXXK, this is based on the LaFerrari, is that right?
right.
Right. But look
It's
at all the
this is a die-cast version. This is a metal version, kaya opening siya.
yeah, ang galing. Yeah, look at the details of the aerodynamics, the canards. It looks like a spacecraft to me already. Grabe.
That car is actually it's a 143 scale
Wow,
RWB Porsche
Galing.
by 81. The brand is 81. It's not a very popular brand. I had this car with a different wheel. I modified this because I felt that this wheels looks better on this car than on the other car. So I had to buy two color and swap the wheels. So
I see.
it turned out to be like this.
Wow. Galing. Pero I'm amazed that you told me this is a 143.
It says
Grabe sa detail, no? This one is a GTR, also a Liberty Walk.
this is a new model by new model of Kato, Liberty Walk.
Mm-hmm.
Just about to be released lang siguro. I mean, yung 118 niya hasn't been released yet. So right now, this car is like sa show lang nakuha yan eh. Tokyo Motor Show. This is the Rosso Corsa. Tawag nila
Corsa.
yan.
Yeah, Rosa
Yeah.
Corsa. I see.
Yeah.
Very nice. So,
Very
syempre,
nice.
even your
It's
luggage
142.
is naka-scale.
Lumalaki yan. Bawal na lagay mo sa tubig, diligan mo, baka lumaki.
Sigurado pag ano, di ba? Kasi nga, pag lumalabas ka para bumili ng models, hindi ka sigurado kung gaano karami uuwi mo. Kaya may mga ganito ka. Babasain mo lang sa bathroom.
Imitation pa ano yan.
Wow.
Really nice, detailed, no?
Yeah.
Even the color is amazing. I mean,
Yeah, even the
how can you not like that car? I just got this actually last month during COVID. Actually, during COVID,
wow.
I met a guy through internet actually. He opened a group chat of his own, and he happened to know that I'm a collector of DG. These brands are DG brand. These are one of the highest quality of model na medyo mahal. These are the one that I'm talking about, the $1,000 each, something like that.
Right.
These two models are not sold anywhere. They're made 5 pieces lang each.
Wow.
And yeah,
Worldwide. Yeah? And then you have an M4. This is an M4, tama. A Liberty Walk din siya, di ba?
LB, yeah.
Wow.
Nice color.
Amazing.
No?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
good.
Would also mean, of course, like people who want to start collecting pa lang, people who are already in the thick of it, pero yun na nga, they want to level up their collection and
Now it's very easy to kasi with online you can always shop online. So pindutin mo lang, lalabas na lahat sa harap mo eh.
right.
Then yung quality is very important when you buy a first model cars. You don't want to feel na after you buy it parang nagsisisi ka,
Yeah.
because it's not nice. Make sure you like the car, number one. Number two, don't think of the price. You might have one or two in your collection lang. You might not have a lot in your collection, but you're happy with what you have.
Ako parang, I think for me, cars that sort of like really cultivated my enthusiasm for cars when I was in high school and college. Yan na. De Tomasa Pantera, Lamborghini Countach, yung mga... This is like one of my hero cars when I was young.
Oh,
Di ba? Classic
Kaya wide
Celica.
range. Yung collection is really wide. I have from old to like new. So I had to really pick really wisely kasi I cannot keep everything.
Of course, you have the classic, the icon, di ba? Parang a lot of people, I know people who collect nothing but Volkswagens, di ba? Beatles, Combies, Carmen Gias. Man, I can see why somebody can get really lost in these collections. This is an Aventador and a Liberty Walk na Aventador.
This is the Zero Fighter, but they made a different color out of this black color.
Nice.
Limited lang kasi yan eh. I think it's 3 pieces or 5 din.
This one is a very important model for me. This tama ba? This is the McLaren F1?
Yes, F1 GTR, McLaren.
Yeah, GTR pa. Gosh, ito
This
yung
is the one.
this is 143?
Yes, this is 143.
Galing.
But opening, pero opening.
Yeah, crazy, dude. Mr. Bean had the real thing, and that he crashed it several times. McLaren F1. And this is the Skyline GTR. Yeah, Skyline 2000 GTR.
The fields.
Yeah, actually, nakakabilib to kasi ano nga bang year to? It's like 72 or something. Tama ba?
Somewhere there.
Yeah. Kasi pag nakita mo yung profile niya, it's so flat. It's so
parang
long.
hindi nag-update eh. No? Parang hindi siya outdated eh.
And then, oh wow, this grabe, like a white carbon fiber Aventador, man.
Full carbon, white.
Yeah.
White carbon.
Grabe. Is there a real car that's like this? White carbon fiber?
Could be. Kasi, they made one like this eh. So I figured meron yan. If not, Kasi lahat ng product nila, naka-license yata kay Kato ngayon eh.
Yeah, I believe you've already put together a system where your hobby is self-sustaining. Kasi nga, when you get important models that appreciate in time, and then people seek them out and buy them from you, then that sort of like funds your and you make a tidy profit.
Yeah. The cost, let's say you bought it for 100, you bought 2, right?
Right.
If you sell one for like 120 or 125, okay, when you sell it one piece, the one you have is down to 75 cost, right? You bring your cost down and you're not afraid to keep them anymore because
mas ma-appreciate mo yung the details behind it, the engineering. Kasi if you're an enthusiast, you read about the cars you're really passionate about, diba? If you're a Ferrari or a Mercedes fan, or even the most mga obscure brands like the Tuscan TVR, yung mga ganyan. So you read about those things. Pero when you have a model, you have a tactile experience. You can actually touch it and take a look, etc. This one I got from you. This is
the LFA.
Yes, the
Lexus.
Yep. I love it. So
the Nürburgring edition.
Exactly. Nürburgring, di ba? Ang maganda dito kasi I love the story behind it kasi it's a triumph for the brand Lexus kasi nga parang di ba, they had to build the carbon fiber loom to create a very unique carbon fiber weave for the, di ba? For this car, and then
I kept one myself.
So I like this. I like the backstory of this. Even the exhaust was they collaborated with Yamaha to make to tune the exhaust. Kaya when you hear this live, parang ikilabutan ka, tas parang F1 car na napupunit yung tunog. Yeah, ang wild. Yeah, when you come up with a diorama, you can replace the cars with something else and diba have fun with it. Pati nga yung air conducting mo andun pa yung
nabili ko kasi naaliw ako nung nabili ko yan sa Hong Kong eh.
Ang galing actually. The full view of it. Ang ganda. It's
ganda ng lighting mo. Yung ilaw, no? Parang totoo, no?
Exactly.
Nasa Dream Garage.
This is it's a fantastic looking. This is a McLaren anong model ito?
McLaren 650S.
And I love the finish of this car. It's not even gunmetal. What do you call this? It's not even chrome either.
It's a chrome. It's
pero darker, di ba?
Polished chrome or something like that.
Man,
dark chrome.
Nice.
It's almost like a dark chrome pero
somewhere in the middle,
yeah, just chrome, I guess.
Para siyang glossy na titanium, di ba?
Yeah.
Nice. And of course, you get the modern cars, the Supra GR, di ba? The GR Supra.
The
Nice.
GR Super.
Meron kaya tang 1:1 scale nito eh. Meron ka ba?
Wala. I haven't bought a car since what, 2-3 years ago. Tagal na ako hindi nakabili. I'm so busy. I didn't have the time to use them, so hindi na ako bumili.
This is like your work of 18 years, di ba?
This makes me happy in real car.
Oh, you bet. Nice. And this is a great hobby, you know. You have the network for it, and you started early enough. So nakita mo rin yung evolution ng models and how they got better. And in closing,
Yes.
what kind of advice can you give dun sa mga starting out? You know, I've gathered that you said na parang kailangan masaya ka lang muna. Pasayahin mo muna sarili mo. And then, but if you want to level up, so ano pa rin yung pinaka-guideline mo para sa medyo newbie collectors?
The most important thing is not to get desperate, because this is, like I said, it's a never-ending collection. And you can always have opportunity to buy other models, nice models, you know. Huwag mong pilitin if you don't have enough money to, you have to save money, this is just a hobby. Yeah, and don't settle for second best just because you want to have one. Okay, buy it thinking that it's gonna be, you are the last owner, like you don't want to sell it anymore.
Nice.
So
Good
if
advice.
you're not that happy with that model, or you're not sure, or may instinct natin pagbili mo, you really like it, like may models na pagbili, okay lang, di ba? Don't buy that if you okay lang.
So parang you have to also be very sensitive and practical about it. Parang if it's already detrimental to your finances, or if you are losing your grip on some responsibilities, then you have to reel yourself back. Fantastic. So thanks so much, Vic Peña.
Thank you too.
You can find him on Facebook, and you can always look at his. Actually, just go to his wall and look at his car collections, his diecast car collections. It's very, very impressive. So, lots of words of wisdom that I guess would be very useful for you if you're just starting to collect diecast cars, and if you want to level up your collection. Yeah, I guess the biggest piece of advice here that you can live by would be to satisfy yourself and be fulfilled with your collection, and at the same time be sensible about it, diba? Don't go beyond your comfort zone, and like you said, buy it as if you're going to be the last owner of that diecast car, diba? So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So exactly, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time looking for my own cars, but I have one already. Thank you for that, Vic. I'm so happy with my LFA purchase, because that means a lot to me. It's I like the story behind it. It's a fantastic car, and I'm happy. So yeah,
it's been fun. It's been fun to discuss all these things.
yeah, man.
It's a good opportunity for. I know.
So, exactly. One of the good things that this pandemic has brought in would be some kind of reunion kahit virtual. I haven't seen you in over a decade. I don't know, something like that, diba? But
siguro at least 7-8 years na, no?
Parang ganun.
Probably think ganun na siguro ka.
Exactly, and it's good to see that you're as passionate, even more passionate now than before with your hobby, and that's inspiring.
Tumatanda na tayo, I'm more relaxed now.
Don't say the T word. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon once this is over.
Keep safe, huh?
Will do. Stay safe. Take care. Thank you. Well, that just about wraps it up. I hope you liked our special feature. And one of the best things about having a home-based hobby is that during quarantine, you get to spend a lot more time with it. Isn't that right? And during this situation, it's a lot better to stay home anyway if you can. So if you can, please do. Once again, this has been Artie for Inquirer Mobility. I'll catch you on the next episode. You take it easy. See ya.